G'day everyone, it's SDS SuperCoach, providing SuperCoach content for you. I'm here to present the review of Richmond Carlton from round one. It's been about half an hour since the result, and it was a draw. Can we believe it? I actually like the draw. I'd love to know your opinions down below, what we think of the draw. But I thought it was a good game. Some people may disagree. I don't mind the grit and grind style of the game, so it's great to have footy back, guys. And yeah, if you're wondering why I'm sitting like this, it's because I mean, I've actually injured my hamstring. So the way I usually sit, it really kind of hurts my hamstring. So I guess I'm just sitting like this, and I'm on my bed, but then I've got this little stool here. So this is how I'm set up. So there you go. But yeah, hopefully speedy recovery. I trained legs today, so I think I've actually pulled something. So I'm just sitting like this for the time being. So yeah, anyway, look, first of all, actually, we'll go through the players in my team, first of all. So the scaling's now happened. So Sam Doherty, we got 108. Now, you guys might know that I didn't actually have Sam Doherty in my side, and yeah, look, it's happened. The reason I put Sam Doherty in is because I was just too nervous to watch this game without him being my side. We know his history. He can deliver some absolute belters. He did all right, but it's not an absolute disaster that I brought him in. And you'll see my side a bit later to who I got rid of for Doherty. But I thought he had a good game. His third quarter was sensational and sort of kind of dropped off a little bit in the second and fourth quarter. I thought the first quarter and the third quarter was very good. Sorry. And yeah, I thought they were fantastic. And I think the second and fourth quarter he sort of faded off, but I'm very happy to have him on my side. It was a very late change. I just said to myself, I don't want to watch this game without having Sam Doherty in my side. It was as simple as that. Tim Taranto. Now, I probably should have brought up the stats, but I'm pretty sure he had a lot of, well, he did have a lot of possessions of the pill. He might have had the most out of anyone on the ground. He had 32 touches, 0 goals, 18 kicks, 14 marks. And I just thought he used the ball really poorly. And to be fair with Sam Doherty as well, I thought there was occasions where he didn't exactly hit every target. So I thought Tim Taranto was frustrating to watch, but he did turn around and he did come around and deliver us a very solid score. So we can't be too angry at Tim Taranto. Obviously, he's a bit of a frustrating watch, but he still delivered us a ton. And I guess it's what we brought him into our side for. So just is what it is. I thought Taranto was fine. His score was fine. He was frustrating to watch. That's what I sort of mean. And Jacob Hopper. Now, I'm pretty sure he was on a 72 before scaling, and scaling's absolutely killed him to below his projected point score. So, yeah, Hopper was one of those where we didn't see. It was a bit tough to find him, and when we did, he was just kind of one of those players where we just expect. We just saw in the game on occasions where he would have a free kick, have a mark, and that was about it. Like inside the contest, he was hard to spot, that sort of thing. So it was a bit frustrating about Taranto, I guess, in his game. But I think, obviously with all these players, unless there's an injury, I'm not making any trades this week. It's a bit weird having Supercoach right back in. It's weird talking about trades and all that stuff, but we're right back into the thick of things, and I absolutely love it. It's been a great preseason. So Hopper, it's not the ideal score, of course, but we need to give him a second. We need to give him a second opportunity. Who have they got next week? They've got Adelaide. So there's a good opportunity that Hopper can bounce back and deliver us a very solid score. So let's hope for that, because obviously it wasn't his greatest game in the world. So those from, oh no, I've got one more on the bench. Lockie Cowan. Gee whiz, he got subbed off. He got subbed off into the game heading into the fourth quarter. So that was obviously a bit disappointing for owners. And this is why I think this sub rule is really going to affect cash gen. But I do think his job security on the side is fairly solid. I thought he played a fairly solid game. He was on 37 at halftime, so he got one after halftime. Clearly didn't make much of an impact in the second half. So I think he only got 1 point in the second half. So it was a bit disappointing, but it's just something that we're going to have to rock with. I think Cowan's still going to be a very solid rookie for us. It's just disappointing that he got subbed off. Hopefully that isn't more of the case. Hopefully we get to see Carlton play more that 2-ruck setup in the future. So it means that they more likely than not have to sub out a ruck. So I think it's just one of those things. So they play Geelong next week. I guess that's a little bit concern. I still think Cowan's job security is very good. Oh, it's not very good, but it's fine. But it does concern me going up against the reigning premiers. Do you reckon they want to drop a rookie just for some more experience in the side? So maybe that's just something I'm considering. So now I'm going to go on with the rest of the players that played today. I assume do I need to refresh this? It should be popping up here, personally. Oh, great, I have to log in. Isn't that fun? So, all right, I don't really want to show you guys my team. All right, so here we are. Dan Rioli was very good this game. I reckon for opposition, he's the player to tag. Paddy Cripps, very solid score once again. I just wasn't big on starting him due to I think he fades out during the season, so he might be more of a player during the end of the season where we want to look to upgrade. Wiedering we don't really need to talk about. Adam Sard is a player in my draft, so I'm very happy with that. I think in both of my drafts, so I'm very happy with that. Mitch McGovern, he played a really good game, didn't he? Chera was very good in the first half, sort of faded a tad in the second half, but that's okay. Kennedy solid. Tom Lynch really picked up in the second half. Jack Riewoldt, I was saying in the first half, this bloke is totally cooked, but he still looks fine. Hewitt was great in the first half, really faded out in the second half. De Koning, I thought he held his own very nicely against as the solo ruck. Jack Graham was solid. Dusty started off the game very nicely. I think his score got brought down due to a few of the holding the ball decisions where he was trying to fend off the player, and it just clearly didn't work out. So I think he's just getting the age now where those sort of tackles those sort of moves don't really happen for him much these days. Lewis Young was very, very solid in the first half. Short, Shy Bolton. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I was watching this game, Shy Bolton just looked for the high free every time. There was Cochin. Cochin started off pretty well, but really faded out. Charlie Curnow. I mean, there's not really much else to talk about. Ollie Hollins with a 56. He might be a bloke. If he goes all right next week against the Cats, I assume he'll play against the Cats next week. I thought he looked really good. He might be a bloke we might have to look to target as a pick, maybe more on our bench, because he's going to be a type of rookie that we are not going to expect him to get subbed out because he can run all day. He is a great runner, and I think he's got great job security. And then we're starting to look at the blokes where it doesn't really matter, I guess. So let's head into my final updated side. So here it is right here. So I've dropped Jordan Dawson. I've brought in 12 primos in the side. The Will Phillips is the emergency. He's very likely going to be the sub, and same so with Toby McLean. So that really put a spanner in the works. So I've gone Radagalier again, and I've had to downgrade Wits to Darcy to make that happen. So I was fine putting Radagalier on my bench just so I could have Darcy. I mean, I was fine with having him on the bench because Darcy and Marshall aren't exactly the most healthy rucks in the competition. So he's good cover just in case they go down early if need be. What else has changed? So Bruin's now out of my side. Other than that, it's a pretty similar setup, man. So I think I'm going to stick with this. Another little temptation I was having was to still have Wits in the side, ignore Radagalier, and actually and Davey move down to the forward line and actually put Bytel in here. But I'm going to have to see if he gets named. If he does get named, I've got a little bit of thinking to do because I can still make that work because there's only been one game that's happening. So, yeah, guys, Look, I think I'm going to leave it there. I don't think there's much else to talk about. I don't want to make this video too long. I want to get it out there. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all the support, of course. My hamstrings are killing me now. So like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, cheers. Hope you guys went all right tonight. Let me know how you went.